Well, this has been a very interesting few hours, hasn't it? Or 24 hours, in fact. Yesterday, I did a video about the relegation battle, what I think is going to happen, and the more I think about it, the more I realise what a massive waste of time that was. Welcome, guys, to the official video, for me anyway, if you even care. You must do, because you're here right now, about my thoughts and opinions about the actual situation with this entire coronavirus thing. I don't really know what to say. First things first, let's just get this out there, right? So as of right now, Premier League, UEFA, pretty much every single main league and competition in the world is now suspended, not cancelled. Before Liverpool fans start having go on a meltdown, okay? It's not cancelled. It's suspended, which means that basically it will be happening in about a month's time. Apparently, the Premier League should start in the 3rd of April. If that will actually happen still, I hope so, because I'm going to get withdrawal symptoms because I've not seen Sean Dyche's face in about 3-4 weeks at that stage. So I may die. So the Premier League and all main competitions is suspended. Odds are the Euros will also be suspended, or maybe even delayed. It's definitely going to be delayed because at this stage there's going to be the Champions League. All leagues will have to be played a week onwards after what's going on. And there's some countries like Italy, which is a lot worse than normal. So like, I don't know what's going to happen there. You know, Juventus, what's going to happen with them? Would they even be able to play in the Champions League? Like, let's say every single country in Europe is allowed to, you know, they are okay now, but Italy is still in a bit of a crisis. Yeah, it's still not completely gone. Would Juventus just not play? I don't know what happens then, but there's a lot of situations and a lot of money which has gone into this, and is going to be lost here for most of these organisations, which is the main reason why it took them so long to do this. Literally yesterday, last night at 10 o'clock on Thursday, we had a tweet from Premier League saying that it is going to be still on this weekend. You know, City versus Burnley, so on, Everton versus Liverpool, and then literally not even 45 minutes later, it got confirmed that Mikel Arteta for Arsenal has in fact got the coronavirus. So that means that Arsenal no longer has a manager. Not just that, also Leicester has got several players with self-isolation quarantine because they suspect they may have symptoms of the coronavirus. Callum Hudson-Odoi has also got the coronavirus confirmed. There's also 5 players and staff from Bournemouth, which is also in quarantine, including the goalkeeper Arthur Boruc, and I think there's like 2 other teams as well, which may have not even spoke yet, but pretty much every single football team does have suspicions of people having symptoms of the coronavirus. So it only made sense for the Premier League to be suspended, and I just can't believe it took them so long to do this. It took them so long to actually suspend the games, because I put out a tweet the other day, right, saying that, no matter what happens this weekend, if it is still going on, I'm not going to City away. I'm not going to City away because I don't want to go there and potentially further spread this disease. Because if I get the coronavirus, I'll be fine. I'll have a rough few days, and I'll survive. Because fortunately, I'm young and relatively healthy. But for people who have severe asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure, or any sort of respiratory or heart issues, symptoms, then they may be of a higher risk to this disease. So it's, by the way, I must say right now, this is not only old people. Not only old people can get affected by the coronavirus and potentially be fatal. It is people with severe issues with their lungs, asthma, if they have bad asthma, I don't know if they would die if they've got bad asthma, but I guess that it's going to be a lot more severe if they do get the coronavirus, because it literally affects your lungs, and that's what it really does. Your lungs, your airways, that's what it really affects. So I want everyone that watches this to actually take this seriously, man, because the quicker and the more people that more people take this seriously as what it should be, the quicker we can actually have our normal lives back, of not having to worry about this, and especially not having to worry about football being cancelled. Of course, for us as football fans, we care about the football. There's schools, there's work, there's so many places across the world which has been suspended, cancelled, concerts, gigs, whatever, the list goes on. Any mass gathering event, that's all been cancelled. For me, I'm gutted that, I'm not going to see Premier League or the Champions League, for next week. For some people, they don't have their work, which I guess they're probably buzzing with, but they may not even get paid. There's also people with schools. What's happened to the kids now? Even with Italy, if you leave the house guess what? You may get charged or fined. You may get put in jail if you're in Italy and you leave the house without good reason, without actual reason and contacting the government. You will get put in jail if you leave without any actual confirmation from the government. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. And I see people just laugh this off. I guess you could laugh it off, but the thing is, I just hope that most people take this seriously. So with this entire situation, as serious as it is, I'm going to go through some tweets, some responses about the entire situation, which I find quite funny, and I think will be nice to watch, because right now there's some people that's taking it really seriously, and like, you're literally freaking themselves out, which I don't want people to freak themselves out. If people just take precautions, wash their hands if they can. But that's the thing. I went to my local shop the other day, not even a single bottle of hand sanitizer, soap is there. Tin food is gone. Spaghetti, pasta, it's all gone. Like anything which you can have for like a long distance, long period of time, it's gone now. Milk, which can be lasted, you know, like last a month, that's all gone. It's ridiculous, man. It's actually ridiculous. And I went to PC World today as well, and they said that they've sold about 150 freezers in the last like week because people are just panicking and buying freezers to stock up with food. This is how serious people are taking this. It's actually quite nuts how in a short space of a week or two, it's gone as drastic as it has. Paul Pogba put out this tweet saying #dab. I mean, you know, if it starts with #dab, it must be quality. #dab to beat #coronavirus. Follow @who advice to be ready for COVID-19. I actually can't believe this is actually a thing. Like, this is beyond. This is the most Paul Pogba tweet to ever Paul Pogba. This is the most ridiculous thing, man. So, we must be ready for coronavirus. Dab when you cough, dab when you sneeze, dab to beat coronavirus. This is potentially the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's actually incredible. The best part is that he is going to get so much stick for this tweet, but in reality, it probably will actually help that this is going to get so much publicity that it may actually help people actually, you know, if they do cough in their arm, in an elbow, and stab them, God's sake. But this may actually help some people. But it's just a Paul Pogba tweet, so it's quite funny. You know, this coronavirus is becoming a massive problem in football, and I'm sitting there thinking, what's Paul Pogba going to do about it? Is that in America, dancing, shooting hoops with his pals, where in reality, he should be finding a cure for this disease? Graham Souness, I agree with you. Very well, very well. Well, boys, we did it. Coronavirus is no more. Just dab, boys. Just dabbed. Cheers, I'm immune now. Anyone still dabbing in 2020 deserves that coronavirus, to be honest. For God's sake, man. Let's go to the actual Premier League tweet here. And this is what we found. We got the Premier League, FA, EFL, and WSL. I love that they just chuck in the women's league there as well, just for good measure, just in case. Have collectively agreed to postpone the professional game in England, which makes sense. I mean, it literally makes sense. The entirety of Europe and maybe even the world has suspended mass gathering events, football, even schools and that. But in England, now it's calm. It's right, innit? Like, it's ridiculous. What on earth is this? What is this? What is this? This might be the worst video I may have ever seen in my entire life. I have no words. I have no words, man. By the way, if you are in fact a Liverpool fan, you will win the league. Like, by the way, I don't want anyone to think that the league will get cancelled. It literally cannot be cancelled. Like, imagine, let's say Leeds and, you know, West Brom, the amount of money that they will lose if, like, the entire EFL and Premier League seasons gets cancelled and like they're gonna start from scratch again. Leeds and West Brom, if they do get promoted, could lose like 80, 90 odd million in sponsorships and TV revenue if this happens. It literally cannot happen. Otherwise, severe issues will be happening here, boys. And I'm not even joking here. Coronavirus! Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. And also, what even happens with FIFA? Like, there's no football, so what are the team rewards going to be? If you play Foot Champs, what are your rewards going to be? I hope that EA actually does something now, but this will be the most EA thing, that the team league next week is actually just the Mexican league. It's going to be a Chilean and Mexican league team of the week. So, I know it's kind of off topic, but what even happens with FIFA now? Like, is there no team week now? I guess so. I mean, there will be, but it'd be awful. So, if you play Foot Champs, good luck. Let's hope that EA does something there. But it's EA, so they probably would not do anything. Which is standard, really, isn't it? But I just want to say to you guys, please stay safe. Please take precautions. Just try and wash your hands. Try and not touch your face. It isn't that hard to not get coronavirus if you're smart, if you just don't touch any surfaces, keep yourself to yourself, and just, be safe here, guys. Okay, wash your hands, try to touch your face, and if you don't, and if you do that, you shouldn't really get it. And even if you do, as long as you've not got any severe asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure, or any respiratory or lung issues or even heart issues, then you should be completely fine. You just have a rough couple of days, that's really it. But I would say just to try and not, look out for other people. So let's say if you do have coronavirus, if you, for example, meet your grandparents and, or an auntie or uncle or mum or dad that's, maybe even quite old, if they're like over the age of 60 or 50, they could be affected by this quite badly. And so if you're going out living your normal life and you do in fact get it, if you aren't too bothered about it, then try and please be considerate and be careful around the people that you're around with. If you're around your parents, if they're quite old, it could be a lot more effective for them, the actual virus itself, and how severe it is for them than what it could be for you. So please just keep an eye out on that kind of stuff, because it could take like a week for you to actually get any symptoms. You could have the coronavirus for a week and you wouldn't even know about it until a week afterwards. So as of right now, football's cancelled, so I can't go football now, and neither can you, sadly. Unless if you play National League, if that's even up still. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.